1, 2, 3, 4.
The following video may contain content parents may find unsuitable for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everybody, it's Hunger again. And yeah, it's time to lose some more Brawlhalla games. How about that? It's gonna happen. Promise. There's nothing for it. Anyway, so yeah, just kind of, you know, let me jump into Discord real quick.
Come in, you royal boob!
Alright, perfect. Anyway. So, yeah. Sweet. Alright. We're gonna go ahead. I guess we'll do some ranked while we're waiting. Why not? You know. Could be worse. Could be worse things to do. You know, we'll do that. And then maybe we'll get some people as I play ranked. Most of the time, I can't even go one match without somebody showing up, so we'll see what happens. Where's the home team colors at? Where's home team at? I know about home team for you, girl. Where are your home team colors at? Can you not use them in here? What the actual hell? Oh, that's home team. Sorry, it looks different on this version than it does on the other one, because on the other one it's like all black and red, and like this one's just like, yeah, home team. Okay, here we go, home team. Home team Orion, here we go, baby. Alright, match it be a beginning. A Bodvar. Aha.
3,
oh no, it's
2,
the Tainings.
1, brawl!
Alright, well, it's been a good stream, everybody. I'm just kidding. God. Oh man, that would be the saddest thing ever. Brawlhalla, except the stream ends as soon as I see the Tainings.
Oh no!
What's up? Oh god, don't do that. I'm playing ranked.
You're playing ranked.
Yeah. I do that sometimes when I start the stream and nobody's here. Like, just to pass the time until somebody does get here. Oh shit. Don't fall. That's the bad thing. Makes you lose. Oh shit! I just fucking slam dunked that dude. Did you see it? Did you
Yeah.
this dude throwing his hammer at me.
Oh! Heyo.
Hey! Oh, did you see that?
Oh!
He tried to downstab me and fucked himself.
Oh, I'm dying.
Oh man, this is fucking great. God.
Can we get the list restock?
I might be getting this clean 3 stock right now. Oh. Nope. Oh my god! I did it!
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Holy shit!
What happened?
I just 3-stocked a dude and ranked.
Wow.
I win.
That'll never happen again.
I know! That's why it's funny. Oh, shit. That was too fucking funny.
I'm gonna avenge that boat of our. I don't know. Maybe not.
That was... that was ridiculous. Okay.
Alright, I am standing by for room number.
Alright, I'm gonna open up a room. It's gonna be great. Oh,
It's
gosh.
amazing.
Wow. Okay. Let's see. Let me fix up the lobby first. Let's see. Match time. No. There we go. Other way. Map set. Beak map. Beak only. All right.
Yeah, you can't find anything at it.
248350 looks like. Hey, Fitz is here. Hi, Fitz. 248350. Oh man, that match might be the most fun I get to have all night. Oh man.
Ever have one of those weekends where all you want to do is lay in bed, sleep, and binge YouTube until your eyes bleed?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, I get a long weekend this weekend. I get to be off tomorrow, so I'm super
sweet.
stoked about that. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh, that's right. Labor Day, the
Yeah.
ironically named holiday where you get to celebrate work by playing all day.
Uh-huh.
All right, who's not dead?
Alright, anyway.
You ever thought about why they've been like going into labor? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know what the original
Alright.
That's not what they're
context
celebrating.
was. They're celebrating
was
our
created
hard
by
work
the
by giving us a day off. I don't know. Anyway. Go ahead.
I believe it was created by the labor unions.
Oh, I see. Just
I don't remember the details.
Labor unions. Labor unions have done some awesome stuff, but right now,
Three,
most of them
two,
are pretty
one,
obstructionist, if you ask
brawl.
me. They're
Oh, they
just
became like quasi-governments in and of themselves.
a little bit, like, and that's kind of the
They've
problem.
They've outlived their usefulness.
Right. Like, there are definitely reasons for them to exist, but a lot of the ones that currently exist, they've already gotten the best arrangement for their people, but they are continuing to try and push for even more favorable conditions because they don't want to be abolished. Basically, they don't want the people to be like, oh, we don't really need this anymore. So,
Right.
you know, and it's something where, unfortunately, that type of labor union behavior actually has the opposite effect, and it costs people their jobs instead of helping make them better or helping them keep their jobs longer.
You know who else helps them keep their jobs longer? My mom!
Oh God! Wow.
Hello, everyone. I'm here
Hey,
to
Eggwan.
make your day a living hell.
But like, you know, like the NFL.
Sorry,
for example.
there's only one person who gets to do that in my life, and he has a perfect excuse because he's got the brain the size of a shelled walnut.
Oh well.
Dang.
Anyway. But
Oh my god.
Boop.
I'm just kidding. Lieutenant Fuzzbutt he's been an angel today.
Oh, nice.
That's nice.
You're looking real healthy over there.
I got flipped into that landmine. It was terrible.
God.
Alright, let me see if I can find Brawlhalla. Oh, there it is.
Yes, you can find it on the App Store today.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm playing. I meant on Steam. On my.
You can find it on Steam.
I know. I was looking through my Steam library for the game when I just found it because I've had the. I play it whenever Hunger streams, so Anyways.
But yeah, like the NFL had their unions, because there were some NFL guys get paid like huge amounts of money, while other people got paid significantly less. The union for the NFL thought it would be a great idea to negotiate this deal where people got automatic raises with tenure. So as the more years they were on a team, the more they get paid.
Which sounds great in paper, but...
Right, but what ended up happening was the NFL, for a lot of these people that maybe they didn't feel were worth that much, they would just fire them. So when they got past a certain number of years and their pay got above a certain amount, they would just be like, okay, sorry, future endeavors, and all that shit, and then they'd get somebody fresh out of college to replace them. You know, because they felt like the money that they were spending on the guy wasn't worth the extra experience. So, so they ended up losing people their jobs instead of keeping them or making them more. So the people that were members of the union ultimately ended up making less money over their careers because their careers were shorter. So
You're making me yawn.
Anyway.
So anyways, does anyone know what the room code is?
248350.
Yeah, there we go. That.
Thank you.
But anyway, there's been similar things that have happened in other places.
Hey, Mick. It's Nyx, my favorite character.
For example, there was the hostess situation where. Sorry, I'm accepting a friend request real quick. The labor union for hostess negotiated really favorable terms, but they were terms that hostess really couldn't afford, and so hostess ended up declaring bankruptcy, and all those people lost their jobs.
Wow.
So.
Well, that was because of the labor union?
Yes, because they negotiated a benefits package for the employees that hostess could not afford, but they couldn't afford not to agree to it, so they just went into debt paying for it until it became completely unsustainable and they had to go into bankruptcy. So they ended up having,
that's nuts.
They ended up having to liquidate their assets and sell off to other companies.
Their orange cupcakes have never tasted quite the same since.
Yeah, because it's now other companies producing the product. It's basically there were rumors at first that the company was going to be like split into pieces. In other words, like they would sell off the individual product IPs. But it looks like the company that picked them up, like one company basically picked up most or all of it, and that was Bimbo, which is kind of funny that the company was called Bimbo. It's a foreign company that specialized mostly in making bread, but they make like snacks and whatnot too. So they're the parent company of Hostess now.
Hostess and Bimbo.
Yeah, Bimbo Hostess.
Yes.
I actually have to take that. I have to actually renege my comment about the orange cupcakes because I can hardly ever find the regular size ones, but I am happy that if I feel like it, I can get a box of them. And I don't recall ever seeing a box of the
Wow, I just got screwed by the stage transforming. Fucking hate this place.
Nobody choose them out.
I didn't choose it.
Dang, everyone's ganging up on me. Jeez.
And I'm getting destroyed over here,
See, now I know how Solus feels on a typical Minecraft stream.
Shut up.
Oh.
Basically, before the buyout, changeover, whatever, I don't ever remember seeing a box of the orange cupcakes at the retailers. So, it's a mixed bag.
Yeah. But yeah, basically the company that now has them is basically a foreign company, so their production is going to be mostly out of the country. So they don't have to worry about labor unions. So it's something where and that's why so many of these American companies are taking their production overseas, is because I don't have to worry about pesky things like human rights and labor unions over here,
Yeah, if I want to explain something, I feel like I can explain something now since speaking of Soul, he's not in the chat. And I'll just say this once again to you, Siege, is that the reason Solus gets the way he does in the Minecraft streams and stuff is because basically he gets really obsessed over me, and I like him.
Pause.
He's a cool guy, but it's really it's actually sad. Makes me feel bad for him. Like, it's not as much scary as it is sad, and the reason why is I'm pretty much who he considers his only friend. He doesn't really have any friends in real life. He doesn't have the best home life either. I don't want to explain that on a stream, but I know him enough personally through enough VCs that the guy gets way too attached to me, and he needs to know when to, I guess, back off sometimes. But I like him and everything. Yeah.
I could pick up on a whole lot of that, honestly.
Yeah, and yeah, like I don't know if you needed to really explain it in that much detail, but yeah, and the thing is, he perceives the world a little differently than everybody else. You know, he is on the spectrum. Then that's not to say that makes him less of a person or anything like that. It's just different, which, you know, is something that people who are around him need to contend with and learn to handle. You know, and he does get frustrated sometimes when he can't get a word in during chat and things like that. But you know, from my perspective, I want to have a fun stream where people can enjoy themselves and talk about whatever, whether it's labor unions or Smash Brothers or Naruto or, you know, or whatever, you know. But you know, sometimes when Solus, when we're talking about something that's over his head or that maybe he doesn't know so much about, he gets very frustrated about that because he feels like he doesn't have anything to contribute to the conversation, and so that can send him off too. So, like I said, it's just, you know, I do want to kind of not cater to him, but to kind of try to accommodate him as best we can, but I don't necessarily want to accommodate him to the point where he's ruining the stream for everybody else, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
anyway.
Yeah,
Anthony Drollet, hi. How's it going?
Fully understand this, and Daquan, I thank you for confirming a lot of the things I was suspecting.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All in all, he has all the sympathy in the world from me until he starts acting like a total genital and he's on stream with us.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
Yeah. Thankfully, though, I do like VCing him though, because I've been able to rewatch Naruto again because I've been streaming it to him. So we're currently on the previous Sage art.
Oh yeah. The male Lilligant is here. Hey, what's up?
Hello.
I actually almost started watching Naruto Kai today, but I was too busy binging some other stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, but whenever you get the chance, you should watch it because it has. It's pretty much like I said before, put together a lot like the manga. So.
Yeah, I've been binging light novels instead of anime more recently.
Nice.
Am I playing with viewers? Yes, for the most part. The code is in chat. I'll go ahead and pin it. I forgot to pin it earlier, but since I'm not
2, 4, 8, 3, 5, 0.
Please stop.
So, okay, so I pinned
Yeah,
the code. But yeah, so you can feel free to join. So, yeah, I mean,
Make it as safe as
basically, as long as there's open
I lost.
slots, as anyone who wants to join can go ahead and do so. Oh snap. Oh snap, there we go.
Player 2 wins.
Oh snap! Oh snap!
Oh, surprise, surprise! He's not salty that he lost. Nice.
Yeah, cool.
Hey, good shit though. Good shit. I like you.
It's powerful GG's.
Me? Are you talking to me?
I think he was talking about the person he just beat.
Oh.
Well, he beat all of us, but anyway.
Yeah.
It's, I think he was talking specifically to the last person that he knocked out. Anyway. All right. Wow, we got all kinds of people. Hello. Hello, peeps.
Now we got someone from FaZe.
Oh shit.
FaZe Alpha. Dude, holy crap, we got being raided.
Oh my god.
I hope the homestead's okay, Male Lilligant. That sounds really crappy.
He's in the FaZe clan. He's gonna beat me.
Yeah.
Orion.
Alright, sorry, I was reading the chat. Male Lilligant said he had to evacuate with his family from Hurricane Ida. And he just got back. So.
Oh wow. I hope he's doing alright.
No, not Brawlhaven, why?
I thought this was a good map.
I mean, it's not Sundrive City, so I hate it.
Yeah, me too. The only ones I like are Sundrive City and Ichiraku Ramen. Everything else sucks.
Ichiraku Ramen. Brian Danielson. All right. Yeah.
You got Daniel Bryans in the chat here.
Oh no, like Fifths was saying he's an all elite. It's like, yeah, people have long suspected that was coming.
Pero Kaka, I should say, since Feast is here.
You know.
Should really not try to ground pound when you know I'm gonna go for something.
Do you think Triple H would jump to AEW if he wasn't married to Vince's daughter?
That's a tough question.
Like, because obviously they're doing something right over there, you know. Like,
yeah. Remember when Vince said the N-word?
he didn't say the hard R version.
No, that I know. It's a joke.
Yeah. Like some people
it was
that
funny.
Way out of context.
It was,
like,
no, it was funny. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, if you're gonna get on WWE for being racist, then talk about that scene where DX was imitating the Nation of Domination and X-Pac came out in blackface. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, who said the N-word?
Vince McMahon.
Yeah, that's hella disrespect to me.
Yeah, he called John Cena the N-word with the A on the end, not the hard R. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
They've done some racist shit. Don't get me wrong, but that was like one of the more mild things that they've done.
Yeah.
Like,
You see, you just hear me breathing in my mic right now. I'm sweating.
Yeah, there was like the whole scandal when people were trying to cancel Hulk Hogan for something he said in the past in one of his sex tapes, allegedly. And it was like,
yeah,
It wasn't a sex tape.
There was a tape of Hulk Hogan talking to one of his friends, and apparently he was using the hard R N-word during this tape.
yeah.
And you know, it was from like the 80s or 90s or some shit. Like, it was really old. But
yeah, people were trying to cancel him over it, even though it was like
flipped their shit when they heard it, and they were like, you know, they like removed him from the WWE Hall of Fame and did all this other shit. He's been reinstated into the Hall of Fame since then. But
yeah,
there was a big fuss over it at the time. And you know, I don't think I would have tried to put myself in a situation where that stuff could be used against me, like, you know, because, and I don't know exactly what the context was either, like, because, you know, there's a lot of times where context can add a whole lot to something, you know?
Yeah, that's like, someone could be quoting someone, but then someone takes it out of context,
right.
And then...
Or like for example, the movie Roots had a whole bunch of white actors using the N-word in it. That doesn't mean that they're all racist. It means they were acting. You know, like...
Yeah.
That whole series is supposed to take place during the era of slavery,
yes,
right?
That's the whole point of Roots, is that the Roots follows basically a single African-American family from being kidnapped in Africa to the modern day. Or, the modern day at the time. Like, it basically follows this one African guy's lineage through history, through being taken from Africa and going to America and having to assume a different name and being enslaved and his descendants being slaves and whatnot, all the way through the Civil War and everything. And it's widely acclaimed as being historically accurate, and it's really a triumphant story. It's not just about showing the horrible treatment that black people endured under slavery. It's about showing how they've risen above it. But it's something where there's not a lot of stuff like it, because people are so afraid of offending people these days. So,
because if they were to do a modern remake of Roots today, they would go back and basically claim that things haven't changed whatsoever and that they're still heavily oppressed and that the white man is the devil, etc., etc., etc. And anything that goes against that narrative is considered racist and, all that wonderful bad stuff.
Here's the thing: racism is far from gone. It's still out there, but it's definitely not at the same levels that some of these people would like to think it is.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a lot of laws and stuff that happened back then.
Yeah, and like I said, there's still definitely racism and prejudice and discrimination out there. I'm definitely not going to try and deny that any of those things exist. But, we have really come a long way.
And of course, I'll once again state for the record that if you've got 10 fingers, 10 toes, red blood, and you burn in the sunlight, then,
Anyway.
I don't care. You're human. Deal with it.
That was some good social studies.
Yeah.
Speaking of racist, did you guys hear about Fortnite doing the MLK thing?
Oh no, not about that.
Not that, dude.
I don't play Fortnite, but I've seen the memes, and it's basically people sitting next to the water fountain that's labeled colored.
Yeah, they did that. They did that horribly, dude.
It's so bad. It's just I know what they were going for, but really, couldn't you have just had some cool loading screens with MLK quotes or something? You didn't have to put a whole in-game area with frickin' colored only whites only / colored water fountain.
Yeah, let kids play that game. They don't want to see that. They probably don't even know what it means, dude. Seriously.
Don't. I would guess that probably a pretty good chunk of Fortnite's core audience has no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
I think the people at Epic are just woefully out of touch, because when they were going after Apple and pulling that whole stunt last year with their lawsuit, they were basically making their ad like it was their propaganda was a mockery of the 1984 scene, or the 1984 inspired ad from Apple back in the day. And even you and I, Hunger, are a little too young to really remember that, much less the movie and book that it was inspired by, at least not when the book was in its heyday.
I don't even think I played the 1984 video game.
The 1984 video game called 1984?
Yes, there was actually a video game based on that movie. I believe it did come out around 84.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Sometime in that it was on the NES.
Yeah. The NES.
Any NES will do.
Yeah.
NES.
I think you're maybe thinking of Robotron 2084.
No, there was a video game based on the movie 1984, as far as I remember. I never owned it or played it, but I remember seeing it in my list of codes for the game.
What the?
Weird.
There was also a Fist of the North Star video game in there.
Yeah, I do have an NES, and I have plenty of games for it, including Star Tropics, which is a pretty classic RPG I remember playing the day.
Of According to Catlog, he says he has ROMs for every single NES game, so if anybody would have it, probably he does.
Yeah. Have any of you played Star Tropics, or at least heard of it?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun RPG. It's pretty unique. It's an RPG, but it plays more similarly to a side scroller. Sort of like Zelda, not exactly like Zelda 2, but it's a very fun and interesting game. I also have the original NES cartridge for Final Fantasy 1.
Me too.
That was a technological advancement for the NES, especially considering the fact that it had enough ROM storage to store up to, I think, 100 save files. I think that was the NES version, right? That had like a crap ton of save files. Or just have one.
Yeah, the original Final Fantasy just had one save file. If you wanted to save a different file, you had to save over it.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess so, because I don't remember what I was playing, but it looked like NES. Like, the NES one. Oh, okay, so I have the NES one as a ROM. I don't have the actual cartridge for it. So that might have been why. It might have been like a ROM hack or something.
Better off playing virtually.
Maybe I'm just remembering it wrong. I don't know.
Better off playing virtually any other version of that game.
Yeah,
Final Fantasy is broken and buggy as heck.
I have the remake on the PSP. It's very fun. That's actually my favorite version of it.
I've beaten the game on the console, like using the original cartridge. But yeah, like I have Final Fantasy Origins on the PlayStations, and I prefer to play that one.
Yeah, my favorite one, like I said, is the remake on the PSP. I have it on my PSP, and it's really fun. It's got multiple save file slots.
But yeah, because the Final Fantasy Origins version, like fixed some of the gameplay issues with it. Like, and I wouldn't say it's necessarily stuff that was game breaking or anything. It's stuff that there's a lot of mechanics that were present in that first Final Fantasy that are part of like other franchises like Dragon Quest, for example. The original Final Fantasy had a thing where if you targeted a monster, like with multiple characters, and one of them killed it, then everybody else attacking it would miss.
Oh wow.
So, and Dragon Quest to some extent still does that. Fuck.
And that's frankly a load of crap to me.
I hate this fucking place. Jesus Christ.
I also have the cartridge with the really terrifying looking Mega Man on it, Mega Man 2 for the NES.
That's
Mega Man 1's the horrible one.
They all have terrible artwork, except for the ones that have the actual Mega Man on them.
3 and onward's fine.
Yeah.
It's terrible artwork, and that's why I love it.
Like they made it janky on purpose.
That was a lot of NES game cartridges, box arts had a lot of weird. Well, it had this like hyper realistic style, like a lot of characters that looked terrifying. Like a lot of games were like that back then.
Yeah, well, like the guy that they got to do the artwork for it, like it was like he was on a really tight deadline and he didn't have a lot of time, and didn't really know much about what he was drawing. They just like told him some basic stuff about how the character looked, and he was just like, okay. So he drew this dude with a gun, and it's like, that is totally not what's going on in the game, but okay.
Yeah.
And then, like, for every subsequent game in the series, they're just like, yeah, let's not fix that. Let's,
like, yeah, might as well call the game Guy with a Gun.
Let's just
Guy with a Gun 2. Guy with a Gun 3.
Box art for every single fucking Mega Man game.
No, I can't disagree more strongly. Mega Man 2 was a little bit off. Mega Man 3 was fine. 4 was great. 5 and 6. Those were darn near perfect, at least for American styles.
Like 6 had like the actual Mega Man on it, though. Like.
So did 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like they stopped at some point, and then they went back to it with Mega Man 9.
Also, there's this game called Little Samson on the NES. I found it when I was looking at Binding of Isaac stuff a few years back.
Dude.
2018. And it has a terrifying, ugly-looking art style. And there's also a game called Hammer and Harry I found for the NES. Like, just so many games for the NES that had these really weird art styles to the.
I don't know why more companies didn't just go with, the Japanese box art. Like, I know that they can't just use the entire Japanese box art, like with the same logo and everything, because it's Japanese. But like, they should have been able to get like the base artwork of what the frickin' character's supposed to look like.
Yeah. Also, I actually do like.
I have a theory as to why they didn't even look at the Japanese box art, because there's still a heavy holdover of xenophobia and racism from World War II well into the early 90s, to the point where Nintendo was looked at with a side eye for buying the Seattle Mariners, which was supposed to be a goodwill gesture, because the organization was in trouble. So, that's part of the reason why Nintendo faced that huge antitrust lawsuit and lost, and so on. But then when Electronic Arts wants to have a complete monopoly on NFL football games, the Congress and so forth goes, okay.
Oh, yeah, and also, their company literally, one of those American game companies back then literally called their thing Project Midway to sort of reference the Battle of Midway. So that really does show the whole racism thing against Japan. That
Ali Midway?
Midway, the company?
No, that's not where they got the name from.
Or Midway Xbox.
I can at least say the company Midway that died and got absorbed into Warner Brothers Games. That was the original name of the company was Bally Midway, and they got the name Midway from one of the names of original outdoor arcades and amusement centers.
Yeah, I may be thinking about the Xbox itself had like Project Midway or something. I don't know. I think that it was the Xbox. Like Microsoft gave it like some kind of stupid project name. If I could look it up, I'll look it up right now. Actually, I don't care about dying because this is actually hurting my head.
Wow.
Alright, you start going in with gaming industry history against me, you're gonna get yourself a big headache.
Never go in against a Sicilian when death is on the line!
the only thing I could probably beat you at is Pokemon and Isaac, because you don't know a lot about those games.
I know that Isaac is a roguelike Smash TV on acid with, frankly, nauseating art style, and Pokemon I'd probably do better against you than you might think. Because I did cut my teeth on Gen 1, I stuck around till about Gen 3, and a lot of that DNA still runs through my body, but I just don't have the patience for RPGs anymore, as I've opined and rambled on about before.
Yeah.
Right. And I see myself as a world champion when playing Pokemon.
Oh yeah, here it is. TL, that the original Xbox was codenamed Project Midway after the battle where America beat the Japanese.
Yeah, and then the Japanese made a game.
War against the Japanese game consoles, har har.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like it's stupid because they're like the marketing thing where America hated Japan for no reason because.
And then you wonder why Xbox doesn't sell in Japan.
Right.
Yeah.
No matter how many JRPG studios they try to foment or court.
Exactly.
Well,
it's mostly because they're.
They got Mistwalker to put out a couple of great games for them, but
yeah, Japan has some pretty nice exclusives on the 360. A lot of them are shooters, but there's some nice anime games and stuff that are only in Japan, like bullet hell games and such. Only on the 360. But yeah, for Pokemon, we'd probably be pretty evenly matched on history and such.
It's not generally good karma to name something spitefully, or to generate, or to put something together in the spirit of spite.
Yeah, that.
For example, DreamWorks was put together mostly out of spite for what's his name, the former CEO of Disney.
Oh.
Yeah.
Michael Eisner.
Yeah.
Anyway.
As they end up getting sold to another company a few years ago.
Jeez.
Still waiting for that Shrek reboot to come out and fall flat on its face.
Yeah. It's gonna look terrible, dude. They're also gonna ruin part of my childhood with that.
I'm sure Shrek will be a female, and
Oh, shut up, please! Don't ever say that.
you're gonna have a.
They're gonna ruin it by making the animation's gonna look terrible for one.
It's gonna be a female lesbian BBW Shrek.
Oh my god! No!
And she's going to save her swamp from the sexist King Farquaad.
Oh man! I mean, Shrek was all the Shrek movie series was already kind of a take on racism, though. So it wouldn't make sense for them to reboot it to something else. What I mean is like the whole point of the movie, especially more so the second one. Really, the second one is it's like Shrek's trying to get accepted into Fiona's family, and they don't like it because he's an ogre, and they heavily imply comparing ogres to like, well, you know. Yeah. Shrek 2 is like, you can tell it came out 2003, 2004, because of the stuff in it.
What the fuck?
That's a good movie though, dude.
God damn it!
I unironically want to watch the first 2 Shrek movies all over again. Not 3 and 4, but 1 and 2. Those were I actually like those movies.
Right.
But yeah, I do not want them to reboot Shrek, dude. And I don't care what they do to it, even if they keep it faithful to the original, it's not gonna have the same feeling. The animation is gonna look terrible, and it's gonna look too CGI. It's gonna look,
But yeah, the thing. How to put it?
Spit it out.
I'm trying to think.
I slammed my penis in the door.
Ouch. I don't want to know how. I'm just saying, ouch.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just like when you're the thing that was good about Shrek 3 was that it had literally an entire third of Monty Python in the movie. So
yeah, I love that.
that was the only like the fact that you had 2 out of 6 Pythons in one movie was pretty spectacular to me.
Yeah, I did like Shrek 1, 2, and 3. 4 was alright, I guess, but it was just more of a...
The thing is, I went to see Shrek 3 at the Dollar Theater, and there were projection issues during the movie, so I remember I had a really horrible experience watching that movie for the first time and haven't been back to see it again.
You should watch it again sometime if you ever get the chance, though.
Like, you know, it was really unfortunate, but yeah.
Yeah. Man, no love. Right?
There was also that really great one-liner moment where Shrek gets woken up in the middle of the night and he's like, "Somebody had better be dying."
Yeah.
And then like it cuts to the king on his deathbed and he's like, "I'm dying."
I love I'm trying to think of one of my favorite parts from Shrek. Oh yeah, on the second one with the guards and they like like Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
They like capture him. They
like,
take the catnip and he's like, they take the catnip and he's like, it's not mine.
It's not mine. Yeah.
I was really disappointed that when they ended up ending the Shrek movies with Puss in Boots, the spin-off, because I was hoping that the spin-off would lead to more spin-offs.
Yeah.
Like, I'd watch an entire movie about the Gingerbread Man.
Yeah. I thought the Puss in Boots spin-offs were alright, but nothing can beat Shrek 1 and 2. Nothing, dude. Especially the third one had some funny moments.
I like the fact that Shrek really kind of was a film that sort of poked fun at the Disney movies.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I love it.
It definitely was it was poking fun at the characters in general, but because Disney had made movies with so many of them, it was also kind of taking those pot shots directly at Disney.
It was hilarious. I love it, dude.
And when they had imprisoning all of the legendary characters and heroes of the fairy tales, it was a direct slap in the face of Disney, because that's pretty much what they felt like they were doing, enslaving the old stories.
I also love all the renamings they did for brands, the obvious renamings they did for all the brands they had in the movie, like Gap and such, Target, Walmart, everything. Like, there's a lot of stuff like that. Starbucks, their names were changed slightly.
Yeah.
And it was, I think, one of my favorite jokes that I didn't get watching the movie originally, but watching it later, I was like, oh, I get it now. Is when he's when Shrek and Donkey are standing outside of Lord Farquaad's castle, and Shrek just nudges Donkey. He's like, looks like he's compensating for something, eh?
Yeah, right.
And then Donkey just has the most disgusted look on his face. Oh man.
Yeah, I do like that Farquaad's kingdom is far, far away. It has the sign like Hollywood.
Oh yeah, far, far away. That was hilarious. There were a lot of Easter eggs in that movie. You have to really pay. They did a really good job animating stuff in that and putting things in the background that you have to pay attention to see.
I mean, and the thing is, Pixar does that a lot too. They'll put they've got tons and tons of Easter eggs in various Disney and Pixar movies that reference other Disney and Pixar movies.
Yeah, I think Shrek was better though, because Shrek parodies everything.
Yeah.
And it was Shrek. I like to think of Shrek was pretty much like a family. At that point, was a more family-friendly version of Family Guy in a movie.
Well, but
they parodied
Shrek
so much.
Wasn't all that family-friendly either.
I mean, when I say family-friendly, I mean more family-friendly than Family Guy is. It was a PG Family Guy. Because Shrek it's definitely not family-friendly. I think we literally say ass in one of the movies.
Come on, I've got to save my ass.
Yeah. Don't forget to wipe your butt.
Yeah.
That actually reminds me of I saw this clip on YouTube, and I remembered watching this way back in the day as a kid. And one of the things I liked about the English dub Pokemon thing, even though I hate 4Kids, they did throw some funny things in there. There was a part where it was in Team Rocket's motto, and they were Jessie said something about I forget exactly what she said, but it was something about itching, and then right after that, James says maybe it'll stop all of her complaining.
Oh gosh.
After itching.
Wow, that's
there
really
were
bad.
quite a few moments. There was the part also where Jesse, James, and Meow see that giant Dragonite, and then James is like, "Oh, so it looks like size really does matter."
Oh jeez.
My favorite was when they find that girl, or there's this boy who's being bullied by a girl at a Pokemon Academy.
Oh yeah, that episode. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
And he's basically Brock says, "Oh, she could violate my rights anytime."
Yeah, I love that, dude.
Yeah,
they got away with they replayed that, at least in our area, no less than 4 times before they edited it.
Yeah.
There's a episode. In Japan. It was a Girls' Day episode. Right? And so for the English dub, they're basically just going with it, It's like, oh, it's Girls' Day, and Misty's like telling Ash and Brock that they have to listen to her, because it's Girls' Day, and Jessie is doing the same thing to James and Meowth. She's like, this is the one day a year when you and Meowth have to do everything I say, and James is like, how is that different from any other day of the year?
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, Indigo League had some hilarious moments. Actually, not just that, but Johto all the way up to Sinnoh, really. I think when they stopped being funny, it was like Unova, because Black and White sucked. But yeah. I mean, I stopped watching after Sinnoh anyways. When Brock left, I just stopped, dude. Like,
here's the thing. Like, I've been watching clips online, like, from Pokemon, like, just, like, meme type moments and whatnot.
Yeah.
Over the past few days. Like, the new series that they've got going on right now, they went full on Ash ate paint chips as a kid. Like, he's so stupid.
Yeah, like, they made Ash really dumb. It's like, at least they gave him a good team, which is weird. Like, he has a really overpowered, like, a Lucario, a Gengar, a freaking, his Pikachu, obviously, that can one-shot a Metagross.
No, it's funny, because, like, I was watching this this thing, and it was showing a clip, and he was up against, I think it was a Sandile, and Pikachu was using an electric attack against Sandile, and Ash is like, oh, electric attacks won't work against Sandile, he's a ground type, and then, like, and then it shows another clip from the same episode where where Ash is telling Pikachu to try and electrocute a Golurk.
He probably thought, to be fair, he probably thought it was fighting steel like most of us.
It's just funny.
Yeah. Yeah,
did you by any chance, Andre, did you by any chance see the trailer for Pokemon Evolutions?
Yes.
No, I didn't see that.
Yes.
The animation on that trailer is so beautiful.
Yes, dude, I can't wait for it. If it's gonna be a new series, and I hope it's longer than Pokemon Generations or Pokemon Origins.
Pokemon Origins was so disappointing. Pokemon Origins was the reboot we all deserved, but then they made them short episodes, and they only did like 4 of them. Like,
yeah, and then there was Pokemon Generations when they did another attempt at it. Those were really good, but there were like 20 of them, and they were all short episodes, but they were all really good. One of my favorite ones was the literally, like, one of the first ever ones they had was where Looker and a whole bunch of, like, FBI agents were, like, raiding Giovanni's gym, and it looks really cool.
Right.
Like,
there was another series that they had recently as well. It was Pokemon. God, I can't remember what the subtitle was, but basically, it follows the taxi driver for the Corviknight taxi around the Galar region. I can't remember. It's like something Wings or something like that. Was the name of the series, but and that one was more like short episodes as well. But like I said, rather than following around any of the specific characters from the actual games, it was following around like the only character that's in every episode is the taxi driver.
yeah, I really do hope
the
that
main character.
Yeah, I really do hope that this Pokemon Evolution series, it looks like it's going to be a more series-type version of Pokemon Generations.
Yeah.
So, that's really cool. I like that.
Yeah.
If that's the case, and we get, like, maybe 30, 40 episodes, that would be really cool.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a mini-series.
Yeah, that's why I said, that's why I said 30, 40 episodes at most.
Usually a mini-series is never any longer than 10.
Yeah. Either way, I would love that to replace the current stuff we get. Like, that animation, dude. And having a protagonist that isn't Ash, for once.
Right.
Like,
Can we just not have Ash anymore? Like,
yeah.
I got really excited when they were talking about introducing the new guy, and then Ash is like right there next to him. It's like, would you not? Like,
Did you just get out of here, dude? You're with your level 255 Pikachu.
like seriously.
Yeah. One thing I do like that they do though with this Pikachu sometimes that's interesting is they do this thing where for some of the series, like they did this with Hoenn, and they also did it with Diamond and Pearl, I think. Or I don't know. They did it with Black and White. Was where something would make his Pikachu power down. Basically, they did it to shoehorn. it's annoying because they did it to where he'll keep his Pikachu with him, but they basically gave a reason to be like, oh, we're gonna make his Pikachu weak again.
Okay,
so
basically, here's what happens. At the end of every season, Pikachu goes back to Professor Oak's lab, and they squeeze all the XP out of its butt and make it into rare candies.
Yeah,
like,
that's what they do.
it's just-
That's what they do. Yeah. So like,
They're
they're like
making the rest, making other people wait.
oh, sorry, I didn't know that.
all right, here we go. Come on, here we go.
But yeah, anyways, and like Hoenn, Pikachu had engulfed like the red orb, and it made it go crazy. And in Black and White, for instance, even though I didn't watch Black and White past the first 2 episodes, I know that his Pikachu got shocked by Zekrom or something, like heavily electrocuted, and was very sick. And then it lost to a Snivy that somehow at level 5 had Leaf Tornado. I don't know how or why, but also
Actually talk about the levels of the Pokemon in the anime.
sometimes they have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know in the English version they mentioned them in the episode that you referenced earlier, the Pokemon Academy episode.
That's the only time I remember that.
Yeah.
There was also
Few and far
but
between.
there's also another moment in Indigo League where they're being like attacked by a Rhyhorn or something, and they're like, "What level is that thing? Its Earthquake is insane," or something like that. I don't know.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about its power level?
It's over 99. But yeah,
99, 99.
yeah, something that makes me might actually start watching this new Pokemon series is they are bringing back old characters, and Ash actually remembers them. Like, not just Cynthia, because they do her a lot, but like Volkner is coming back. At least I saw from a YouTube clip, Faulkner's coming back. Hopefully, since Ash is in Sinnoh right now, I don't care about Dawn. I hope they bring back Paul, because he was like my favorite rival for Ash. He was the perfect personification of edgelord jerk rival who actually pushed Ash to be stronger.
Edgy jerk douchebag.
Yeah.
Acting like somebody who actually competitively trained Pokemon at the time. Because like basically he was doing the same shit that people do with breeding, except he was catching Pokemon. He was catching Pokemon, checking their stats, and then releasing them.
Yeah, I remember that. It was Game Freak's take on a competitive trainer, like, because I remember that he's like, these other Starly are weak. I'm getting rid of them. He wanted them with like a specific move in nature. But yeah, the reason I like Paul so much is it was similar to, I think the anime tried to do their own take on Silver, except less of a villain, more of just a douchebag. But like, because he was also a really funny character too. Because there's a whole YouTube video I watched that reminded me of like when I was like 8 watching Diamond Pearl, and I remember like 8, 9, 10. I think it stopped airing around 2011, about when Black and White started airing. But yeah, but literally, Diamond and Pearl went through late elementary school, early middle school for me. Besides the fact that it makes me feel nostalgic, is there were some funny moments in the English dub with Paul. Like, that's why I wanted to return, because I like how he had that sort of thing where he hated Ash at first, but then he saw at the end of the series, he actually was cheering on Ash, basically. Like, not being all, go Ash, but like, you know, like, he better win this. And then Ash loses to some stupid trainer who this series added in with like 50 different legendaries. Hello, Solus.
Hi, Solus.
Hi.
Solus is here.
And they were like, oh, let's just get this trainer, this OC guy, edgy looking ass motherfucker. It's like, oh, he has like a Darkrai, and he has a Latios, and no one's ever beaten him. Ash lost to him, and actually to show how competent Ash was in Diamond and Pearl, at least his team, he was the only trainer who managed to defeat both the Darkrai and the Latios. Just the Darkrai alone, no one else had defeated his Darkrai. Also, one thing I do like about that scene, actually the only thing I like about that episode, is the fact they used Darkrai's theme from the Rise of Darkrai movie for when he sends out the Darkrai, because that theme is beautiful.
Okay, am I allowed to speak now?
Yeah, sorry.
I heard you guys were talking on me as soon as I clicked on the stream.
Oh god, here we go.
What?
Huh?
Oh.
We weren't speaking ill of you, I can assure you that.
Oh, Paul, we're talking about the Pokemon trainer, Paul.
Yeah, I know, I was making a joke.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Okay, then you didn't. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and
good.
Rise of Darkrai, I'm the best anime movie.
Yeah.
Did you know that
All
they
I'm
leaked
saying
the
is that they
Pokemon
don't
because
bring-
there's no other animals in Pokemon? I mean...
Oh yeah, there's literally in
there's
Indigo League
literally
there used to be real
references
animals.
to Pokemon being eaten in certain spots, like Farfetch'd, for example. So yeah, it's pretty obvious that there are certain Pokemon that are eaten. Obviously, not all of them.
Yeah.
Yes, hello. I was wondering.
Wait, so there's not, like, non-monster animals in the Pokemon universe?
In the anime there are.
In the anime,
In the anime.
early episodes of the anime, they had like real fish and like other stuff in
They
there.
had real fish.
But again, yes, the anime did a lot of really stupid stuff.
Yeah, they did.
And then we're
Like the
immediately
whole-
told by
the whole
Game Freak
trainer
to knock
had to be
it the
dead.
fuck off. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like they had an episode
Another-
where everybody had guns, and then they got a phone call like, "Hey, never do that again." Like, it's
There
like,
were multiple episodes of guns in the anime.
there was really just
Wait, when did they use guns? I forget.
There was an
And
episode
actually-
that was edited out, and it was the episode where Ash caught all those Tauros at the Safari Zone, and the warden
yeah.
of the Safari Zone, as well as a bunch of other people in the episode, had guns. And
Yeah, there's
They were
also-
pointing them at the 10-year-old
yes,
characters,
there's a scene
too.
where Ash walks into a store after Team Rocket has just been in there to try and rob the place, and like he gets like 4 gun muzzles shoved in his face.
Yeah.
Oh,
And there's
yeah.
also the episode with the giant tentacruel where Bertha, I think it was her name. She starts pulling out some machine guns or whatever and just firing away at the tentacruel.
Right, but
They had machine guns for Tentacruel. I
But
feel like they would
anyway,
have gotten rid of
like-
that scene at least.
anyway, these types of things were things that were done during the first part. Like, it seems like Game Freak really didn't keep that tight of a leash on the people that were doing the Pokemon anime, because Game Freak was constantly having to tell them after an episode had already aired, "Hey, never do that again." Like, you know,
Yeah, the Pokemon anime used to be pretty dumb. Funny too, but had some dumb things in it.
Pokemon
Yeah,
anime
they
has
did.
had some stuff that downright just contradicts the games.
Yeah, look, there's the whole thing that has always bothered me, and everyone who I knew who liked Pokemon, and I had to explain this to them, when they say, "Oh," like they would always my friends would make the joke when they turned 10, they're like, "I can be a Pokemon trainer now." No, the only reason the anime shoehorned that in, that Ash turns 10, he can be a Pokemon trainer, but in the games, literally every game since Gen 2 has had trainers that are literally like 5 years old. There was like I
had some complaints about the 5-year-olds becoming Pokemon trainer. Then literally, the protagonist is like, "Hey, I need to become 10 in order to become a Pokemon trainer."
which
Like,
that's literally
there are
in
other
the
trainers
anime.
that have-
Yeah,
there are
nowhere in the
there are
games.
There are 5
Nowhere-
Pokemon though.
Nowhere in the games has it ever said, outside of fan games, that you have to be 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, the whole "you gotta be 10" thing was their way of explaining why the fuck he doesn't have a Pokemon already. Like,
Yeah.
Supposedly.
It can't just
Like-
be because he's like a sheltered kid who came from a region that didn't have a bunch or something. No. Gotta
No,
be
that would have made a much more interesting
That
backstory.
would have made more sense, honestly.
Gotta
but,
be
like,
because there's a rule about being 10 or some shit, you know.
Yeah,
I'll
and
tell
then they
you
had
the
There's a
reason
rule
why they
where you
did
gotta
that.
become 10 years old in order to get a Pokemon, but when there's literally 5-year-olds out there that already are Pokemon trainers.
I'll tell you the real reason why they did that.
Back your team.
Created the whole 10-year-old Pokemon age thing to basically point out to their demographic explicitly.
Well,
Hey, you're 10 years old, you can be a Pokemon trainer in your imagination.
if they
Buy a
wanted
Game
to
Boy.
appeal to their demographic, they would have swapped out Ash for a girl like 80 years ago.
That's what they did after they finished the Indigo League arc.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
He got rid of. Yeah, that's why he got rid of all of his awesome Dream Team pokes and started from scratch, and it's been that cycle ever since, hasn't it?
That's the
Yeah.
thing. They should have swapped out Ash for a girl, because that is who they were catering to from the second they got rid of Charizard, was the girls. They're like, oh, we want girls to watch Pokemon, so let's just have Ash only have cute things and never evolve them. It's like,
Yeah. Thankfully, they're giving. I'm glad they're giving Ash strong Pokemon again. I might actually eventually, if I hear more good news on Cerebi about this new Pokemon series, not the evolutions. I'm definitely watching evolutions for sure.
Yeah.
But I might actually start watching Pokemon, whatever it's called, the one with Gao. I might start watching it from start to finish because I've seen they're bringing back characters that I liked, and if they do bring back Paul or Gary, the two only rivals of Ash that I like. Rivals of Ash that I like.
I love how Gary, at the ripe old age of presumably 10, is like, oh, I'm retiring from Pokemon and becoming a researcher.
Wait, I hated how they did that to him.
They did that.
I think it would have been a lot more interesting if they kept him.
Wait, what season did they do that in?
It was a
He became a researcher around Sinnoh time.
Yeah, I want to say it was like Joe. Like,
oh yeah,
like Cohen or Sinnoh or something like that. Like it was.
There were some episodes of Sinnoh actually.
Okay, listen. Wasn't there an episode where Gary was like helping out with like Ash and friends like dealing with Team Galacticans or some shit? Or am I remembering?
Tell you about that. He has He had evolved his Eevee into an Umbreon. He had an Electivire. He had his Blastoise too. He had a pretty cool team. And I like that he brought him back for Sinnoh for an arc.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. That's what I was trying to say.
There was that two-part episode where Ash lost to Paul, and that's one split episode I'll never forget.
Paul,
Samurai.
Samurai, yeah, I remember.
Huh?
There was this one episode that I keep going back to as the main reason I stopped watching Pokemon. There's a samurai guy, if I remember correctly, his name was Ososhru.
Yeah,
and
only in the Japanese version, they just called him Samurai in the
Samurai in English, yeah.
Anyways, they said, one day we'll cross paths again.
They never did.
Yeah.
They never did. And
every time they always do that in the anime.
Yeah.
The Pokemon World opening,
Like,
they do like this flashback thing where they have the faces of many trainers Ash has crossed paths with before, and they showed him up again in that opening. It gave me false hopes that, hey, maybe he'd show back up, but he never did. So
he never showed back up. They've done that a lot in the Pokemon anime.
I also remember when Black and White was still airing. I didn't watch Black and White except for a few episodes. So I remember going on Cerebi and seeing an upcoming episode. It showed Ash looking at a Butterfree with a scarf around its neck. And I was like, dude, did Ash's Butterfree return? I watched the episode and get disappointed because it's just an episode of him raising a Caterpie, and it shows flashbacks to his Butterfree.
Oh, God.
The Pokemon anime sucks at one thing, and that is, well, this is like multiple things. One thing they really suck at is world building. They really suck at world building.
No, listen, didn't they bring back his Charizard at least?
Multiple times, but it's always like... It's never permanent. It's always like, oh, look, Charizard just happened to notice you were in trouble and flew to the rescue. Yay!
Yeah, it's like,
oh my God,
we're like, hey, one of the things I've really annoyed me as well was when I was talking first. One of the things that when he, sorry, that was rude. Anyways, one of the things that really annoyed me was when his Sinnoh. It was cool in Sinnoh when he brought back like 30 different Pokemon from Frost Oak's lab. Cyndaquil evolved, but what bothered me is it only evolved to Quilava, and we've never seen it since.
What, Dawn's Quilava?
No! Whatever.
Oh, right. Fuck. Stupid. Anyways, fuck. I'm stuttering. I've only seen the entirety of the first part of, Black and White. Not the... I mean... whatever. I can't even figure out what I want to say anymore.
Yeah. Another thing that annoyed me is when they did this whole thing of world building and bringing back old characters. They did it with Misty, they did it with May, they did it with Dawn, apparently in Black and White, even though I haven't watched that much of Black and White. I do know she came back on it, though. They didn't bring back Iris, because, I mean, for one, there was a different casting thing, and for two, people hated Silent and Iris because they were annoying. And then they didn't bring back Serena for Sun and Moon, even though she was a fan favorite character for stupid reasons, but...
Serena from Sun and Moon.
No, they didn't bring her for Sun and Moon. They didn't bring her back for Sun and Moon.
Oh, for Sun and Moon. You said to Sun and Moon. I was like, what?
Yeah, they to Sun and Moon. Forget about it.
Whatever.
Did they ever explain Brock's PTSD over Professor Ivy?
I don't know. I think
I don't know.
I think his PTSD was that he had to. She heavily overworked him, right? As we can see in some of the clips showing them, and not just that, but he hated. I think he might have hated having to leave her or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Because he originally liked her.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing with Samurai is they probably will never bring him back for the simple reason that there was at least one country that edited that entire episode out.
They most likely never will bring him back.
Wait, which country edited it out?
South Korea.
South Korea, okay.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. South Korea.
They were occupied by Japan during World War II.
Yeah, they can't get over.
The whole reason that the Kim family is in charge in North Korea now is because they took on the role of the divine family that helped drive the Japanese from Korea.
Yeah. They can't get over. If a country can't ever get over petty things like that happened in the past, just because of one thing, like, oh, there's a samurai character in this episode, so we have to edit it out.
That's like super important.
It's literally reverse propaganda at that point. It's literally reverse propaganda. But anyways, go on.
I mean, they're just like, oh, they have this samurai character that's like super important looking and cool, and it's like, let's just never bring him back to any other season of Pokemon ever again. Like, it's just like...
That's the thing I was saying, that Pokemon sucks at world building in the anime, because the manga does world building so much better than the anime, and it's my favorite spin-off of media besides the Mystery Dungeon games, is because it actually world builds by giving you a new character, but still putting plot importance to characters later on in the later like volumes and stuff. But the anime's like, oh, let's introduce this trainer, and they did this like a lot. It wasn't just with Samurai, it was like at least 30 different trainers. The app was like, oh hey, we'll meet again sometime and have a rematch, and then 5 years later they still don't come back.
What if I told you that I used to own the entirety of the Diamond and Pearl manga as a kid?
That's pretty cool.
So
yeah, I don't remember any of it, but there was like this little kid who was like who acted like a Pokemon, but then became a trainer afterwards after he got his Piplup. But like, I don't remember what happened afterwards. But I don't remember it all. But it was a pretty good manga.
So basically,
it was heartfelt. That was towards the end, though. That's for sure.
So basically, the main difference between a manga and a TV series like Pokemon is when you have a series like Pokemon, where a lot of it is very episodic. You have a team of writers writing the episodes. It's rather than having just like a manga has one writer usually that writes the whole thing. So it's much easier for that one writer to build a world and keep the continuity consistent than it is with a whole massive team of them. And generally, when you have a massive team of writers like that, you're supposed to have at least one person whose job it is to maintain that continuity. It's supposed to be that person's job to go in and look at the scripts and look at the episodes and say, wait a minute, this isn't right, or this contradicts this, fix it, so they can go back and fix it. But a lot of the time, these types of series, for whatever reason, just don't have anybody doing that, or if they do, they're not doing their job very well. You know.
Yeah.
They probably just aren't doing a very good job.
Right. For example, in the G1 Transformers, similar problem where, when the Constructicons first show up, Megatron mentions that they were constructed in the caves that the Decepticons were hiding in at the time. It's like, oh, it was worth the time and effort it took to build them in these caves. Is the line that he says. And then, like, later on, there's an episode where Omega Supreme tells the story of how the Constructicons were turned from Autobots into Decepticons back on planet Cybertron. You know, like, completely, like, two completely different origin stories for the same group of robots, you know? So.
Yeah. It sucks that the Pokemon manga wasn't first and then the anime adapted off of it. Because the anime was like the manga came out around the same time as the anime, a little bit after Indigo League started, so... But the manga was a lot more based off the games, which is the best part.
There actually was a great deal of manga before the anime started for Pokemon.
Yeah, there was the really overly adult manga with Ash, but that one was after the anime.
There was also one before the anime started that had Clefairy as the protagonist.
Yeah, Clefairy instead of Pikachu. Yeah, I remember that.
So
I don't remember that.
There were a bunch of different manga that were in Japan.
The only one I know of is the entirety of the Diamond and Pearl manga that I used to own.
That's Adventures.
Yeah, but again, there's a ton of different Pokemon manga out there, including one where the people merge with Pokemon and. So
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I guess I kind of do, but like.
Yeah. So, like I said, there's a ton of different source material out there when it comes to Pokemon manga, and some of them use some pretty wild stuff. So.
Yeah, my favorite, which is the most consistent one, is the Pokemon Adventures manga series, and it's still ongoing. I think, or basically, I do think it currently is on the Sword and Shield arc. I think. I haven't kept up with it. Last I read of the manga was the X and Y arc, but I need to read the Sun and Moon.
Last I looked at the manga was the Diamond and Pearl one.
Yeah.
Because I really didn't care
after really cool story.
After the end of the After the end of the Diamond and Pearl one, I just didn't feel like continuing because like the end of that one just felt too heartfelt.
Yeah, I know. The Pokemon manga is definitely more of a
heartbreaking stuff in the end, and then
it's not always heartbreaking. Diamond and Pearl was, but most of the manga still has the Pokemon feel, and even people. Fine, go on before you yell at me.
The first volume of the manga just felt like all goofy and silly, and like, this is hilarity right here. I can laugh at this, but then the end just felt, I don't know. Anyways, continue.
What I was gonna say is that. Oh wait, no, the last I read was Oraz, technically still X and Y. Because like what the manga did for the remakes of the games, they did this thing where they would have a small series with them. Like I have it right here with me, the Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Emerald manga arcs, or volumes of the manga rather. Where what they would do for the remakes is they would have, instead of it being a new character, it was they would bring back the character from the original game arc, but older and having to do something later. Because like in Fire Red and Leaf Green, there's this whole plot with Deoxys, and based off the whole Deoxys event and everything. Where Red, because in the manga, Red captures Mewtwo. And so Mewtwo fights against Deoxys, and it's actually really cool.
Oh, I think I might have owned that one too, where he catches Mewtwo, yeah.
But yeah.
I've had a lot of Pokemon manga as a kid, though.
Yeah, I have all the way up to Like I said, Oraz. I read up the Oraz online.
I mean, I used to own. Okay, I used to own all the manga, but then I think I might have. I feel like such an idiot for saying this. I might have given it away at a garage sale at some point.
Oh.
I feel pretty stupid. I feel pretty stupid for doing and saying that.
It's alright, man. It's alright.
Yeah, I know.
I know. Colin recently got into the manga. That's pretty cool.
Hey, so all of us have done something incredibly stupid over the years. I, for example, sold everything except for 3 gaming consoles in order to please my unpleasable mother.
Oh.
Yeah, I've sold stuff before to please people.
I got a story to tell you guys.
I sold my old N64 and that never could work because after buying that Mario Party 2 card, which I remember that. Anyways, go on.
Right, so one of my uncles lives out in California, and he went to a comic convention out there one year, and one of the things that was going on at this convention is they had somebody walking around handing out these posters for a comic book that at the time was relatively unknown, right?
Okay.
So they're just handing out these posters for free. My uncle and all of his friends get one, and only one of the people in his group of friends actually knew anything about this comic or who the characters were or anything. So him and all of his friends gave their free posters to this one friend. So he had like 12 of them or something stupid like that by the end of the convention, right? So, so anyway,
3, 2,
2 years later,
1, brawl.
the first Hellboy movie came out, and and now those posters are worth hundreds of dollars each because that convention was the only place you could get them.
Wow, that's terrible.
I don't even know what to say about that.
Yeah, so it's just something where, nobody thought anything of it at the time. It's just, this is the only guy who really appreciates these posters here, let him have them. And then he's selling them for hundreds of dollars years later because he had a stockpile of them and they're going for that on eBay. So,
yeah.
Speaking of rare stuff, Ekwan, how good is the condition on your copy of Little Samson?
Oh no, I don't have that one. I just brought up that I've seen an image of it before.
I was gonna say that it's a pretty rare game.
Oh, that's a rare game, yeah. If I had that game, I definitely would keep it in good condition, knowing how rare it is.
I don't know what he's.
It's a game on the NES.
We were talking about
earlier.
NES games earlier, and he said it was mentioned a game called Little Samson.
That's really bad.
I have no idea what that is, and I've never seen.
Little Samson is one of about 5 or so NES games that were an extremely limited run because they were printed at the very end of the NES's life cycle. And that list includes the Flintstones sequel, Something Something Dinosaur Peak, Panic Restaurant, Star Tropics 2, Mega Man 6, and one other.
I remember going to stores and it was like the same 3 NES games in like all the bargain bins. It was like Mega Man 6 and Star Tropics and like one other one. Maybe that.
Star Tropics. People may not like it, but I like it.
Star Tropics 2.
Yeah, the sequel. I didn't even know there was a sequel until you said that. That's crazy.
That's what I was talking about. Like, it was like, like I said, I remember going to the stores and they had all the NES games in the bargain bin, trying to get rid of them.
Give me a refresher. What is?
It's like 3 copies, so there's like just 3 different games.
Yeah, it's like I remember I got this.
Mario's Woods was one of those last ones.
Speaking of posters that I wish didn't get destroyed or sold or whatever, I still have the box for this too, and I have all the manga inside it. It was the one for Fire Red Leaf Green and Emerald volumes of the Pokemon Adventures manga. I got at a comic store when I went down to visit Austin, Texas, back like 8 years ago or whatever. That's when I got it. Anyways, they had it in mint condition in the box for like I think it was like $50 or whatever, and more like 40. It's a collection of I think 7 volumes of the manga. It came with a poster too inside it, and that poster is gone. I don't know what happened to it. I think it got lost in storage at my parents' house somewhere. So that sucks. But I saw the manga, so. But the poster was pretty cool. It had like red on it with some other things. I saw your DM Souls. Star Tropics. It's RPG on the NES, lesser known. But I have
one of these NES games. They all sound like weird, like a TV series.
Do you think Mike Jones would be an excellent out of the blue last Smash Brothers character for Ultimate?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like people are gonna be upset no matter who it is. Like I feel like there's people who have their heart set on a certain character, and it's like even though there's no logical reason for them to do that.
Here's why it's stupid when people get their hearts set on one character for Smash Bros. These characters are decided before the character battle pass even comes out. Like, all the characters that are added in this battle pass have already been decided since character 1.
That may not entirely be true because it was 2 or 3 announcement videos ago where Masahiro Sakurai said that due to COVID and having to switch to working remotely and various meetings getting canceled, that he was having issues meeting with the legal team for a particular character. So the final character may be that character that was supposed to have been unveiled months ago, and they simply decided to unveil someone else instead, whichever one it was, or they may have had to skip that character entirely and go with someone else.
Yeah, I think my brother might have went on about this at some point.
So,
like
you may never know.
There's a bunch of characters I'd like to see. I don't think I have my heart set on any of them. I'd love to see Earthworm Jim if he makes it. Carl from Disgaea would be a good fit, I think. But
I really not sure who gets in, honestly. Mostly, I'm just waiting for Crash Bandicoot to get in, I guess.
Bandicoot would be nice. That's another one.
I want Waddle Dee.
Yeah, Bandana Waddle Dee, yeah. I forgot about him.
I'm not even joking. We need more Kirby reps for that game. It's literally the Kirby creator's game. Literally the guy who created Kirby. Like, and we only have Kirby, Meta Knight, and King Dedede. And that's it.
Yep, definitely top of my list. Hayabusa, very close second. I have a hard time thinking of a third.
Actually, an interesting character, now that I think about it, that could work similar to the, either they could do the Mage Sisters and make them work similar to the Pokemon Trainer, or they could do Bandana Waddle or Dark Matter, because Dark Matter is really cool. He's the original, like, swordsman. He'd be really cool. I like his design.
I remember, I was at one point seeing Master Higgins from Adventure Island, but Konami's already gotten their 3-character quota.
Yeah. And he's a funny story, actually.
Kotara from Pokemon Beta. Kotara from the Space World demo.
Bub and Bob would actually be really interesting if they could be like a pair, kind of like the ice climbers. That'd be fun.
Yeah, but Square's already got their 3-character quota.
Right, and that's unfortunate because they weren't originally Square characters. They were
Taito.
So yeah, Taito.
I know they most likely won't do this. I know they really most likely won't do this, but Conquer.
Yeah.
Oh.
They would have done it if Rare didn't get screwed over by Microsoft. Because Conquer was a Nintendo exclusive character. And they have already given us Bayonetta and other M-rated characters. And it's not necessarily just the M-rated thing, but it's the whole fact that Conquer's Bad Fur Day was made to be a Nintendo exclusive until they did this Xbox remake. That sucks.
Here's the thing. I don't see Laser Shoot Larry showing up anytime soon in Smash. But, like,
not him. I'm just saying. As long as they keep Conquer PG friendly, I think they could have added him if Nintendo still wanted. No, his art style. He has like that cartoonish art style that fits Nintendo games. He was originally made as a parody for Mario in the first place, so.
He was supposed to be yet another cutesy platformer mascot character. And then they looked at the overpopulation of such games, and then the popularity of stuff like South Park, and they decided to go that direction with it.
South Park the game. Tell your story, Solus, before you get mad at me. Tell your story.
Well, I can't now. You're already far away from the conversation.
Just tell your story, man. Please, you make me feel bad. Even though I did nothing wrong.
And do I get to say anything?
Okay. My roommate, SPA64, also known AK, he had his high hopes on Shantae, right?
Oh, Shantae, yeah.
Yeah. And
not in though, still technically.
She's like a spirit, right?
He's hoping that she
would be a costume. Me costume.
Oh, let me continue, please. Okay, he wanted her to be specifically a fighter only, and then he saw the Mii costume, and he was like, he posted a picture of the Mii costume of Shantae in his server, and he was like, "Here lies her playlists, hopes, and dreams."
Jeez.
He was broken up about it too.
What a baby! Oh, that looks sick. That Magyar skin looks sick, dude.
It's better than Hunger's.
The more I think about it, the more I think that maybe Bayonetta's girlfriend might be a playable Final Smash character.
Yeah. Could be. Also, there goes Solus. I don't know why.
Disconnect?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut him off. I thought he was done.
That nigga disconnect. I don't believe it.
I honestly thought he was done.
He left. He just DM'd me. He left because I didn't laugh. Apparently, even though I did. I chuckled a bit. That's the other problem. He wants me to laugh at everything he says, and I understand why he does it, but I get annoyed sometimes. But I try to explain. He's on the spectrum of Hunger said, so I try to I give him like leeway on it.
And he's back.
Oh, close. I laughed. If you didn't hear me, I laughed.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I thought you were done with your piece.
I was.
Okay.
I was just waiting for a genuine reaction when I heard Acorn yell, and he was like, "Oh, Magyar."
I laughed.
Great.
At it. I laughed at it.
He was like, "Oh, Magyar skin, sick." And that's
yeah, you didn't hear
skin.
Man, yeah.
Yeah, but you also didn't hear my reaction to when you said, "Here lies Solus is hoping."
God, can we not argue about this?
Listen, hopes and dreams. Hello.
You know what I mean, Sir Playlot. Here lies Sir Playlot's hopes and dreams.
You
and then
said the first time.
And then I said,
"Oh God!"
In response to it, I said, "What a baby," because I know what he was quoting, that SpongeBob scene. So I was saying, "Oh, what a baby," in a joking way to, you know, show that I reacted. And you didn't hear it.
It didn't seem very convincing. But okay, good job, I guess.
Imagine reacting to something on screen instead of somebody commenting about something in the chat. How could you?
I'm about to break something.
Same.
Ah!
Yeah, but I'm not gonna smash. I'm about to smash on somebody's head.
Let's see. I'm gonna put my thinking cap on and try and make a random prediction about the final Smash character, which will inevitably be incredibly wrong.
Not Rayman, he's frozen.
Yes.
Twice.
I don't give a damn. It's gonna be him.
Ubisoft doesn't have a single playable character in Smash.
So you're saying there's a chance?
It would be way the heck out there, yes. But
Hey, everybody's
What-
been
what
confirmed
if-
though.
Hey, what if the last character is a rabbit, and it just has all the different cosplay items from Raving Rabbids?
No.
So you can
No.
make it, so you can make it look like whichever Mario character you want.
I
you
would
mean
slip my
like
wrist if that shit
Kingdom
happens.
Same.
No.
It would be really odd.
Because there's another one of those games coming out too, or it's already out. I can't remember.
It's
Oh,
not even
the-
out yet.
The Kingdom Battle sequel spin-off? Nah, not till like next year.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, if your nephew still has 2 copies of Kingdom Battle
Dumbass bitch.
complete in box, I could maybe make him an offer.
I don't think he does.
Okay.
I don't think that was.
Wait, you're gonna buy something from, you're gonna sell something to Tyson? Or buy something?
But
Well-
I don't think that was the one he had 2 of.
Oh.
Because he lost it, but I think he found it again. I don't think he bought another copy.
Wait, what did you lose?
I got him a copy of. I want to say. There's been a couple games he's done this with, but I want to say it was Kingdom Battle, the Raving Rabbids, Mario vs. Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I bought him a copy, and then a couple weeks later, I asked him. I saw him at my parents' house, and I asked him where it was, and he's like, I don't know. Like, he lost it, you know. But I think I found it later. But it's just.
Man, I miss when you guys did collab vids, like the, I know you can't anymore because like moving and stuff, but like the Moemon series.
Yeah. The reason that worked was because I was using the laptop at the time that had a built-in mic that we could both share. And now I have this system where, like, I can't get it to just let it to just have to share the audio between 2 headsets. I just can't get it to do it right. It's always screwing up in somewhere.
Yeah, Hunger and I were wrestling with that every week when we were doing Digimon World 4.
Yeah. So, like, it's honestly better if I have, like, another computer or laptop sitting here that the other person can use to talk to me on Discord with.
And obviously Tyson can't do that because, you know,
Right.
Discord has a limit thing.
Right.
So.
And, you know, so it's just something where, you know, like, because, like, I've done some Discord collabs with people, and they've been great. You know, like where we've been playing the same game, or I've been playing and somebody else has been watching, you know, remotely.
Yeah.
So
The best ones are the ones with me. Clearly, I'm just kidding.
I still kind of think it's because we both have the same brand of headset. It's just mine is a little more expensive because I like it in blue. Like his is the red model, mine's the blue model.
Hunger is the better one. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Who has the better one?
Hunger. It's red and black, I'd assume.
Yeah.
Red and black. I come with those colors. I come with those colors too, you know.
Oh.
It's not a headset; it's an edge set.
Oh, that's horrible. Meanwhile, we got someone else dying in the chat here.
Dying of terrible puns.
I like this guy. I like you, Expert. You're funny.
It's detaining.
No.
Yeah, well, odor isn't everything.
What?
You're alright, detainings.
Yeah, they're both Hyper X. Mine's the Cloud Alpha S. I think Hunger's is the Cloud Alpha X.
Oh, that Nyx looks
I
really
didn't
cool.
get anything you just said.
Dude, that Nyx looks really cool. It looks like the vengeful one from Disturbed.
Here's the
What are we talking about?
one.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
Saya.
About me dying.
Oh shit.
Huh?
There's ice. Snow
I was talking about. Never mind. I forgot. I forgot.
Apple, come back!
And he forgot. Look at that, guys. He forgot. Like the simple, mainlet brain he is.
Oh.
Now, just to play devil's advocate, if they were to make Rayman playable, it would be really odd not to make Rayman in Smash. It'd be really odd to have him in there and not a rabbit at this point alongside him.
Yeah, right.
Because Sakurai, between Brawl and 4, he put together a little game called TMNT Smash Up, published by Ubisoft. And there was a playable rabbit in that game, but I don't think Rayman was.
What?
So, hence my logic of it being really odd if they were to put in a Rayman without to put either a rabbit in without Rayman or vice versa.
Right. And honestly, I feel like Rayman's already here in Brawlhalla, so it's kind of like, you know...
He's the best character.
You know, I don't know if they would want to be the second one to put him in their brawler game, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Because Nintendo can sometimes be petty about shit like that.
He is that doesn't necessarily disqualify him, but he is a spirit in the spirit mode or whatever it's called.
And being a spirit doesn't disqualify you either, because there's been characters who have appeared as spirits and then gotten their invites, you know.
Yeah, Min, for example.
Yeah, so yeah, it's not
Springman was the thing. The thing is, Springman was a assist trophy then, so they couldn't add him into the game no matter, or as a playable character no matter what. So they had to stick with the placeholder for him, like Min. So
Rayman's a assist trophy.
Springman.
Oh, Springman from Mega Man, right? Okay.
Arms,
man.
Oh,
is there even a Springman in Mega Man? I don't
know. It probably is.
Also, how did you get that Nyx? How much did that Nyx skin cost? Because I really want to get it.
$140.
$1.40?
$140.
No, like 100. Like
140
if you go in the shop. Yeah, 140 mammoth coins.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. That's
like
not
$20.
I mean, that's $20. That's
like,
probably it.
It actually, like the conversion rates from US dollars to mammoth coins is actually stupid. Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't mind paying that much money for literally the disturbed skin though, because that looks really cool.
Yeah, you can get it for like
Wait, what skin am I looking at? Hang on, let me open it.
The one with like the green eyes and the black hood, it looks like something from a metal album, one of my favorite metal albums.
Let me see this. Hang on, opening up stream.
dude, I think we're in hell. And we were totally lied to by all our metal covers.
Which character? Also, there's a fly in my room for some reason.
I had one in here too.
I want to kill that.
I used bug spray. I don't see it.
Which character?
The one with the black hood and the green eyes.
Scythe.
And the scythe.
I did not mean a taunt.
Black hood, green eyes.
Bottom left corner.
Yeah.
And they just killed somebody. Now they're on the right.
Yeah.
Kind of funny that
Oh, that dude. Oh, he looks edgy. I like him.
Bill and Ted say that exchange in Bill and Ted Bogus Journey.
He's literally.
Oh, shit.
Then in Face the Music, they go to hell again, and it totally looks like all those old metal album covers. They go back, so it's like, okay, did these people not watch the past two movies?
Yeah, it's like, oh, continuity break. Yeah. It's like, dude, look, it's a Slayer album, man. This looks so cool. Like in the original one, they're like, what? This isn't.
Oh no. Am I dead?
No. You're not in hell either.
Yeah.
Oh god. Hello,
Really
Mr.
just
Jim.
Never mind. I'm always the one left out in the conversation.
Yeah, you can get in now.
I'm gonna say he's literally.
Oh,
You know what?
He muted. That's tough.
Magyar.
By the way, you can also get that next skin out of a chest.
Oh, I love chests. I love to rub them all. Oh, you're talking about the little buying chests things. Yeah, those. Yeah, never mind.
No, I mean the other one.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
The little not loot box chests. Like, no, we're not a loot box. Definitely not.
Everybody get the full off me.
Ah!
Yeah, like I know I'm obese at this game, but damn.
So you lose both Aquan and Solus?
No, I'm just responding to the DMs right now.
Oh. Okay, you can easily blowing your DMs up.
Not really pulling them up, but...
I'm just here, I guess.
Please. Everybody just stop using the control for 1 second. Bitch, that thing.
No. The game is meant to be played with controller. There's no need.
Yeah, agree. Can you stop for 2? Can you stop for 2? Well, 1 second, 1 second. I promise you. Stop right there, right there. No. Just stop right there.
You're all dressed up.
Too bad the game he was promoting turned out to be a buggy piece of junk.
Yeah.
Which game?
Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, that
Oh,
one.
yeah.
What does it have to do with being dressed up?
Yeah, I remember that. I
just
was
quoted Keanu Reeves from the E3 where he came out and said everybody was breathtaking.
Oh. Okay.
He was coming out to promote CD Projekt Red's Cyberpunk 2077, which turned out to be a broken, buggy, abysmal piece of
I
junk.
fucking hate. I hate Cyber Sleep.
Cyber what?
Wait, no, Cyberpunk. Excuse me.
I was half interested until I found out it was just another first-person shooter at its core.
Yeah. I really don't like
I
Cyberpunk.
mean,
though.
the videos that were coming out for it were at least funny because of how ridiculous it was. Like, just,
Yeah, at least there's the funny videos.
they're like, don't worry, we'll patch it later, and you got like cars doing
Don't worry,
ballet,
we'll patch
and,
it.
like,
Don't worry, we'll patch it later because people like the games that weren't buggy as fuck at all times, right? Like, ugh. We'll patch the game right away. 10 years later, they don't patch it up.
yeah. And it's one of those things where nobody's going to be paying attention to the game by the time it actually works, if it ever works.
Yeah.
Guilty.
Which is never.
It's another one of those games that was a pen and paper RPG masterpiece, and they turn it into a first-person shooter. And the last time it did that, it didn't work out too well. They made a game called Shadowrun on the Xbox 360. It was a first-person shooter, and it was supposed to fill in the gap between, Halo 2 and 3. Game lasted like maybe a month.
Wow. Must have been an old as fuck game, even if it was only lasted a month.
This guy thinks he's funny. Shoot. You're on red health. You'll never beat me.
I've beaten people on red health before. But to be fair, you're on like no damage at all, so...
I believe in A1.
I'm not even playing right now.
Oh.
So,
I'm letting my controller charge while I spectate.
Player 3 wins.
well, there went another one. So,
Magyar.
yeah, we were talking earlier about all the stupid one-liners in the 4Kids dub of Pokemon, and
Oh.
I actually made one of them into a meme.
Wait, which ones?
So,
One-liners?
yeah, there's all these random one-liners from the 4Kids dub of Pokemon that were actually kind of funny, like,
Oh.
and I made one of them into a meme.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
Was that mean on the last stream? I don't remember.
No, I just added it today.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'll play it if you want.
Sure, hang on. Let me open up stream again.
And it's funny because it actually works really well if I play it after another meme.
1, brawl.
Yeah.
I didn't see it if it was playing.
No, I didn't
Hang
play
on.
it yet.
Oh.
Alright. Ready for this?
Who will be my sacrifice?
To make this moment okay. You mean there's some kind of new Pokemon called Therapy?
No amount of therapy will ever make this moment okay.
I wouldn't be anything of a good sacrifice. I'm spotted, striped, impure in so many ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you are. And forget it.
Who's the character on your profile picture, by the way? Anthony, you troll it.
No, don't worry about it. Please.
I was just asking a question.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. It is a classified thing what you call a trap.
Mm-hmm. The only good trap for me is a Stoppo, so...
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh my god.
Ow.
Okay.
Ah!
Wait, is that a...
God is on my side.
I'm not even gonna... Is that a Gotcha Life profile picture? I'm not judging you, man. I'm just...
Yes. I'm going to meme him.
Oh my god, wait,
Jesus
no.
was me.
Christ!
That is bad, dude. You're a fad.
I'm a
Wait,
faggot.
Dad, wait a minute.
I respect you, man. I respect
I'm a faggot.
Yes, I respect it.
Oh my god. I don't believe this.
What?
I'm glad you noticed.
Oh. Here it comes.
Yeah. I've truly ascended. I don't know what the hell happened to me. Through these past few months, I've truly ascended.
Then thank you for your time. It must be a real drag to have to spend it with us lowly humans.
Oh, this is such a drag.
Drag. What a pain.
Yep, this is the exact reason why I quit. Well, I quit something. At least somebody knows what the profile picture is, because everybody says, what the fuck is that?
Hi, Kyle Brown. How's it going?
Hello.
I'm gonna check out the YouTube chat. 1 second.
He died.
I'm just about had it all. My cat is snoring so loud. You could probably hear him from the other room.
No, that's just me breathing up my mic.
God.
No, actually, when he snores, it sounds like someone's farting every 3 seconds.
Good cover.
Yeah, that's why you're dead.
Just kidding.
Why do you taunt on me? Like, you do this, you know you're gonna die at some point, right? Right?
This actually reminds me of a funny story. This was fairly early in my fatherhood to Lieutenant Fuzzbottom, and I had gotten this really bad stomach virus that was going around town. And it was kind of ironic because I live a pretty reclusive life, but anyways, I get really sick, and I take a bunch of Imodium, I drink a whole lot of Powerade, and finally it clears up. And so one afternoon, I'm sleeping it off because I'm still weak, and the Lieutenant Fuzzbottom is curled up right next to my rear end, and I've got covers on, but I let out this really long, like almost minute-long fart, like Fred Flintstone would have, clocked out for work if he was within earshot. And Lieutenant Fuzzbomb just gets up, he shakes his head, goes, meow, and he just jumps right off the bed.
Wow. So you touch up into your cat. Alright.
Just about.
What are you saying?
Hilarious.
I nearly gassed my cat.
Dang.
I thought a Dutch oven was when you rub someone's arm real hard or something like that.
Dutch oven is when you hold somebody's head under the covers while you're farting.
Oh.
Like in bed.
Oh. Okay. Alright, I get it. Yeah, well, the thing is, he wasn't under the covers with me, he was over it.
I see. Okay.
So it was like...
He got over it, okay.
Excuse me while I let out some air.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm really angry right now.
I'm not angry, I'm just feel a little, I don't know.
I'm not.
Insulted, I guess, I don't know.
Fuck.
Yeah. I'm a little annoyed that the Nickelodeon Smash Brothers isn't gonna have Rocco in it.
Yeah.
Rocco's modern life.
Really aren't.
He probably doesn't fit the company's current corporate image or some shit.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
No, I don't.
Yeah, Ren and Stimpy aren't in it, but Powdered Toast Man is.
You mean the Toastman?
Powdered Toast Man.
Yeah.
Only have half Ninja Turtles in it, plus April O'Neil, which is kind of stupid.
Do they have Quail Man in it?
No.
No Quail
Doug,
Man?
Doug and all of his related characters were sold to Disney in an exchange at one point.
Oh, I see.
And even the creator kind of regretted that because there was certain changes to the show that he had to make because of Disney back then, and it really ruffled his feathers. I'm like, well, that's what you get when you get the big bucks.
This really ruffles my jammies!
Oh no. Oh god. No, don't kill me. Please.
Ah!
I don't know what else to say.
That's the bad part about double knockouts, is that you get two people coming after your ass for revenge afterwards.
Oh wow! I didn't think I'd make that shot.
Come here.
Oh no.
No.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Things
Yeah,
are
I'm sorry,
choice to
buddy.
take from me. You're the
It is.
Jayun.
Ah!
You're the Jayun or the Orion? Oh wait, no. The Artemis.
Yeah.
Oh, you were the Artemis?
You just said yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I thought you were the Jayun.
Can you get off me, please?
Hmm.
I'm talking to whoever this Yumiko thing is. He won't leave me alone. But no. No, me being Thanos, they all fall. Stop. Hey, both of these guys.
Wow. Oh dang.
If you use that NSIG one more time, I'm be certain I'm gonna kill you. But not in game, in real
Oh
life.
shit.
Just, you know, kill your family,
Wow.
kill the residential,
Not worth it.
kill everybody you know and love.
Oh man.
Dang.
You know what? Maybe I will.
No, not you. This, thank you. He died.
Shut up.
Dang.
Oop.
Oh my gosh.
I'm under a lot of pressure right now. Sorry. You're right, Solus?
I don't know, am I?
Probably
Come
not.
on, Yumiko, do it again. Okay.
Back to reading that light novel, starting to sound real good right about now.
Alright,
I'm good. Really.
I'm reading volume 3 of How a Realistic Hero Rebuilt the Kingdom. About halfway through.
How a realist hero rebuilt the kingdom.
Yep.
Oh god, if you taunt, I swear.
Yeah, basically the plot is a guy gets summoned to another world to be a hero, but he's like a really pragmatic, kind of realist sort of a character who's like studied Machiavelli and Sun Tzu and all this stuff, because he has a thing for history. And so after he like starts making all these suggestions to the king is like, you know what? I'm just gonna abdicate and let you be king. so basically, he's making all these changes to the kingdom based on realistic, based on what's realistic and not ideals, and so he anyway, it's just kind of funny, like the stuff that he does, because like he's not like the standard OP isekai pro tag. Like he has a special ability, but it basically just lets him control things like marionettes, so he uses it for paperwork. He like controls pens. Does multiple things of paperwork at the same time.
Come on.
Wait, how does he have this power?
Like he gets a special ability for being summoned as a hero. But it's like for in terms of battle, it's relatively useless. Yeah.
Oh.
Like he basically he calls the ability Living Poltergeist, and it basically lets him create this like semi-autonomous poltergeist with a portion of his consciousness controlling it, and like for most of the first part of it, he just uses it for paperwork. Like he's like, I got a mountain of paperwork. I'm gonna have like he keeps progressively increasing the number of things he can control, but like, and he also figures out that if he makes like a human-like doll, that it's easier for him to control than something that's not human. So, but yeah, like it's just, but the ability itself isn't like isn't like a lot of other isekai where they get like these super broken cheat powers that make them super OP. You know, so it's kind of nice in that regard that it doesn't just go that same standard route, you know.
What are you trying to live for? You have to die. Whoop. Thank you. Sort of.
Ow! I wanted to use Mako at least once tonight before I call it. Oh god.
If I knew this was the last match, I would have put my all into it.
Well, I don't know if this is gonna be the last one, but like I said, I definitely want to use Mako at least once. Ah, fuck.
So, what was your purpose of using that ground pound? Oh no. Oh man. I tried it. Sorry, how the yeah, you're just spamming random buttons, alright. I got it. It's alright.
Oh, I am trying to use some sort of creative method, but not terribly removed from spamming buttons.
Yeah, apparently somebody over here is really creative with their signatures. You know, man.
Player 3 wins.
Okay. Let's go ahead and make this the last one.
Alrighty. I came back.
Hi, welcome back.
Went to go shave my armpits because they were sweaty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse you. Well, excuse me, I should say. Fuck. Backwards.
I used to think shaving my armpits would reduce body odor.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I'm a greasy Italian, so
That's gonna be hard to do.
any difference is gonna be pretty negligible, really.
The hair,
Yeah, you already got a lot of hair. So.
the hair basically gives the bacteria something to cling to. It doesn't, like, so removing the hair doesn't necessarily remove the bacteria entirely that cause the smell. It's just that it maybe doesn't concentrate it so much. In other words.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm kind of a gorilla, so
I guess.
like I said, it would mitigate it to such a small, minute degree that it's just not worth it.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Is that's really all it is? It's just a minor mitigation. It doesn't stop it.
Yeah. Well, at least it makes it less.
Maybe if I was still a teenager and still just barely growing the peach fuzz in the pits, then yeah, it would probably help a little more. But it's like, don't bother.
Well, scientists believe that the whole reason that we develop armpit hair is to basically act as a sort of it kind of is supposed to keep that scent around, and so that you can use it to attract mates. Basically, is what the
Yes.
Yeah.
That's 100% true. It's, I believe it was in Desmond Morris's The Human Animal where he states precisely that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's something where, we produce a lot of scents, and scents are one of the strongest things tied to our memories as well. So when we remember things, a lot of the time we remember how they smell first. So even though the human sense of smell is really shitty compared to most other creatures on this planet,
Mine is exceptionally crappy.
Yeah.
So, kind of a miracle I have any strong memories at all, I guess.
Shit! That was rough. Fuck, ow, oop, God. Go up here. Be a weapon. Oh, fuck.
Of course, my system died on me. That's nice.
Your system died?
Yes, that's amazing.
Oh, man, that's why you died. That's why you lost.
Yeah.
What are you playing on?
The same thing he's playing on.
Switch?
Switch. So
Yep.
the handheld died on you?
Uh-huh. Imagine
Play
you
on
losing
handheld. I'll play on console.
Okay.
Imagine playing
Imagine
Brawlhalla on
losing a
console.
game with your handheld system dying on you.
You're literally playing it on console. What are you talking about?
No, I'm being sarcastic. It's just, oh fuck. Yeah, I play docked all the time,
so you
so
don't.
I hardly ever use the handheld mode on the Switch.
Yeah, same here, honestly. I always play mine docked to my TV. Unless I'm like really lazy and don't want to like use the TV. Yes.
I'm looking forward to playing just about anything on a Switch OLED. When I get it next month. I'll probably be buying a few games used from GameFly. Including
Am I
Mario
dead yet?
3D. Which one were you?
Everybody's got one stock left.
Oh, bet I got you. Let me hop back in real quick.
What the heck?
Oh, I tried it.
Tried to do the whole "here comes a new challenger" thing and it didn't work. Oh.
Yeah, that's why everything like stuttered on my end. Gonna buy that Mario 3D All Stars used so I don't have to reward Nintendo for their laziness and their lousy marketing. We're still seeing new copies of it, dozens of them at Walmart.
Yeah.
So much for that fear of missing out marketing tactic of theirs.
I think the whole thing was that they wanted to stop selling it on Nintendo eShop after Mario Most died.
They were supposed to also pull all the physical copies off of store shelves, but it keeps selling and it keeps popping up on the store shelves, so I don't know what the heck's going on. I just think it was a bunch of hooey.
It's just a bunch of, like, you know, nonsense.
Here's the thing. The people that make products won't go against Walmart if Walmart decides to disobey their wishes on stuff. So if Walmart wants to break street date, they get to break street date. Because nobody who manufactures stuff wants to be like, no, Walmart, you screwed it, you didn't do what we said, so we're not going to let you sell our product anymore. That'll show you, because Walmart is the biggest retailer in the country, so if you pull your stuff off of Walmart shelves, you're just, like, shooting yourself in the ball sack when it comes to, like...
You're basically just shit out of luck.
Yeah, you're just completely fucking yourself over rather than doing anything that's going to really hurt Walmart in any meaningful way. So, so if Walmart decides, oh, well, we don't want to honor that agreement and pull stuff off the store shelves, then they can just keep it there. You know, and nobody's gonna have the balls to say, hey, wait a minute, no, you can't do that. You know. So,
this clearly isn't an issue of that. This is an issue where Nintendo basically lied to people and said, well, we're going to stop selling this game physically and digitally after like March 31st. And I'm seeing their stock getting depleted and then restocked repeatedly.
Right. Here's the thing, though. Walmart doesn't get their stock directly from the manufacturer. The manufacturer delivers their stuff to various warehouses that Walmart has, and then those warehouses are what restocks the store.
I'm also seeing it pop up at GameStop.
I mean, if you're seeing it pop up at GameStop brand new, then that's another thing, but, you know.
Hey, whose alarm is going off?
Anyway, that was the last one. Maybe we'll do this again next week. Maybe I'll do something else. Maybe somebody can stop playing copyrighted music on my stream.
I was about to say, who's playing?
Anyway.
Whose alarm is going off? I'm deadass.
Anyway, so that's gonna be it for this one. I hope everybody has a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Later.
It's powerful.